What questions could a God in heaven ponder? Heavenletter number 5825. November 5, 2016. I hear my light workers cry out to me, "Beloved God, please help me to help make your dreams come true." Of course, part of me feels silly to think you need anything from me, yet here I am, feeling that I am to take care of you, do for you. What can I do for you? You are the doer. I am not the doer. You do not even have to do. You are. Of course, God, with or without me, you find a way. With or without me, you triumph. Maybe the thought that you need me is my silliness, or maybe you give us assignments to keep us from getting into trouble. It is most likely that you are thinking of us and not your needs at all. Of course, you have no needs. What needs can you have, God in heaven? I have to remind myself that in the heaven in which you live, dear God, there is no time. You don't rush. You don't have to hurry. Where you are, hurry does not exist. From your point of view, all is already accomplished. It accomplished itself. There is no doing at all. From your perspective, there is no when or how or any of the questions on earth that your children ask so pitifully. It is smooth sailing for you. You set a dial, as it were, and all is done. God, you experience totality and infinity, so what questions can you ponder? Is it only here on earth that human beings believe there is unkindness going on, smallness, and the futility of war? How can mayhem exist when purity of heart and mind encompass you? You don't seek a vaster vision. You already have it. It has to be that nothing untoward exists in your heart and mind. Of course, negativity doesn't exist for you. This is how you can say to us again and again, all is well. How could anything be amiss as you see? You see the truth, and nothing but the truth. God, in the wholeness from which you come, out of the arena of time as you are, what can be out of order? What plots can there be? I heard that when human beings become enlightened, they find it hard to stop laughing. Now they see the joke. The joke must be that all this fuss and fuming is fiction. There is, indeed, nothing to worry about. All is already taken care of. In your compassion, you understand where we are coming from, yet you are not affected by what doesn't exist. You are not mowed down by all that which you see as non-existent and which most of us see ahead of time and tremble about. The folktale of Henny Penny reveals human fallacy. In this story, an acorn falls on Henny Penny's head. She mistakenly and sincerely believes the sky is falling. She runs around crying out that the sky is falling, and everyone runs around believing that the sky is falling. Does this sum up our lives on earth? Is this our human story of life in the world? To most of us, the world consists of serious difficulties, one after the other. Most of us begin to feel that there is no end to troubles in the world. From the earliest days to now, unkindness seems to go on, and hearts are deeply troubled, yet you don't get into this. You don't waste non-existent time. You are such a big thinker that you see beyond and don't get caught up in these trials as most of us panning souls do. God, you do not know fear. You do not know death. You do not know loss. You know only love and beauty. Your heart is full. How could you know panic, suffering, heartache, disappointment, anger, resentment, blame, or even such a concept as fault? God, you see no error at all, do you? I say to you, my children, when I look through your eyes of belief, I see an image of what you see. I do not see it for myself. Of course, I do not see the tragic unfolding that you, my children, see. My vision goes to truth and not imagination of the worst scenarios. It is not just that I see a different scenario. I see truth without the clouding you accrue to truth. You are like the blind man. I see, said the blind man, yet he could not see at all. Heavenletters.org